Hello everyone, I'm Wisdom Cube, and welcome back to another installment of Crossover Brawlers. And today, I'm going to be pitting two young kid heroes against each other. And I'm pitting Justin Stewart, the young Blue Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo, and Kid Cosmic from the Netflix cartoon, Kid Cosmic. Now, I'm going to start with Justin first. Now, Justin is the youngest of the Power Rangers, as he is 12 years old, and one day when visiting Rocky, the Blue Zeo Ranger, he accidentally discovers the identities of the other Rangers. So Rocky, knowing that Divatox is going to attack Earth, and he and his friends need all the help they can get, chooses Justin to be his successor for the Blue Turbo Ranger powers. So Justin was all for it, as he was ready to help his friends, and he proved his worth, as he not only helped Tommy, Kat, Adam, and Aisha save the world from Divatox numerous times, but when TJ, Ashley, Cassie, and Carlos took up the mantle when the other four Rangers decided to retire, Justin remained on the team. And from there, Justin, alongside his new fellow Rangers, continue to defend the Earth from Divatox, and not just Divatox, but also her brother, General Havoc, and their different armies, respectively. However, Justin's time as the Turbo Ranger came to an end when Divatox launched a full-scale invasion on the command center, destroying it. And that only added to Justin's misfortune, as not only did the power chamber and the Megazords were destroyed, but also the planet Eltar, the home of the Ranger's mentor Zordon, and also the source of the Turbo Ranger powers, was conquered by Dark Spectre. Yeah, so from there, Justin decided to stay on Earth with his dad, while the other Rangers decided to head into space. However, that wasn't the end of Justin, as specifically during the events of In Space, Justin reunited with the sentient vehicle Stormblaster during True Blue to the rescue. And yeah, Justin, alongside Stormblaster, ended up rescuing not just his old teammates, but also Andros, as well as Lightning Cruiser, another sentient vehicle that was captured at the end of Turbo. And yeah, from there, Justin grew up and continued having his turbo powers, and he participated in the legendary battle, and that's where Justin's story ended. Now, in terms of skill, Justin's pretty well adapted, as during the events of Turbo, he trained in this martial arts school that his dad funded, and he showed to be pretty well skilled. Now, as the Turbo Blue Ranger, his body aged up to an adult size, but his voice remained the same. And as the Blue Ranger, he had access to the turbo hand cannons, these big guns that he had. Yeah. And with his skill, he proved to be a formidable Ranger despite being so young. Now, on to Kid Cosmic. Now, Kid Cosmic one day found these rings in a crashed spaceship, and his most prominent ones are the green one, which had telekinesis, and another green one, which basically turned him into goo. Yeah. Now, Kid was all for being a hero, as he wanted to defend Earth from evil aliens. And from there, he grew up a lot. He was able to rally not just Joe, Papa G, Rosa, Tuna Sandwich, but also help redeem Stuck Chuck, one of his former enemies. And from there, he passed leadership to Joe at the end of season 1 and throughout the rest of the show. And during the events of the rest of the series, Kid ended up losing his telekinesis stone and ended up gaining the goo stone. And yeah, from there, he helped the rest of his friends not just find the other stones of power, but also stop Thanatos, the ambassador, from destroying the rest of the universe. And not only that, he also helped Herodias, the planet killer, from destroying the rest of the universe as well as heal it. Now, Kid is not really that much of a fighter. Aside from his stones that he has, he's not really a skilled hand-to-hand fighter. Now, he will be wanting to fight if he gets angry enough, but he's able to calm himself down via Papa G's meditation technique of freaking out, breathe it out. But yeah, this would be quite interesting, as both of these characters technically did not defeat their respective enemies. For Justin, he did not defeat Divatox when it mattered most. It took Zordon sacrificing himself to purify Divatox. And as for Kid, he technically did not defeat Herodias by himself. It took Herodias basically absorbing Thanatos into itself and killing him once and for all. Man, that's dark. But yeah, so how would these two fare in a fight against one another? Now, I'm gonna list this into 3 different categories: personality, skill, and powers. Now, let's start with personality. I think personality as well as intelligence. I think these two, in terms of personality, are very much the same, but I think in terms of intelligence, that's going to be quite tough, because Justin is smart. After all, he was able to graduate from middle school early and enter high school at a young age. Yes, that's a sentence I just said. But however, Kid, while he hasn't really gone to school, he is far more unpredictable than Justin is. So, in personality, I think these two are quite even. But I think in terms of intelligence, I think Kid beats out Justin just a little bit because he is far more unpredictable. Because during a battle in Season 1 against the Earth Force Enforcement Force, while trying to save the other aliens who were captured by the Biker in Black, Kid proved himself to be unpredictable when he managed to avoid one of the Earth Force Enforcement Force's portals trying to capture him. And that was because he was flying around unpredictably and the person using the portals couldn't track where he was going to go. Yeah. What else? Skill. Now, this is no contest. Justin takes the skill advantage easily because he not only is a skilled hand-to-hand karate fighter, but also he was able to take it to several Piranhatrons even while he is unmorphed. Yeah. So, Kid, unfortunately, is not really that skilled without his stones backing him up. So I'm going to give the skill advantage to Justin. Now for the last category, power. This is quite a difficult one to pin down because Justin, most of his wins, he usually had help with the other Rangers, whether it was the first team he was on or the second team he was on. But yeah, Justin, while he is a skilled fighter, I think power, he hasn't really showcased a lot of power, but that's what I think. Now, in terms of power for Kid, I think I'm gonna give this one slightly to Kid because remember, during the final fight against Erodius, Kid, using his telekinesis stone, managed to briefly hold back Erodius, an entire planet, from crashing into Earth. Yeah, he didn't stop Erodius, just slowed it down. So, this is going to be a tough one because both of these two are intelligent in their own right, are willing to fight to their last breath, and are quite powerful in their own right. While Justin is more skilled and intelligent, Kid has more power and is more unpredictable. So it kind of evens out a little, but that's just my opinion. So, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think would win in this fight? Justin Stewart, the Blue Turbo Ranger, or Kid Cosmic, the unpredictable Kid who was able to save the world in the end? Just comment below, let me know. I'm WisdomQ, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!